I cannot tell you. I'm living the dream. Seriously, I loved that. What was the inspiration for that animation? It was amazing. Thank you.
Well, the inspiration came from the director, Pete Docter, when he was watching his daughter grow up, going from being a 10-year-old girl to 11-year-old girl. There was a lot of changes that happened, and he was watching her just come from this excited little kid to becoming a teenager, and so he was thinking, what's going on inside her head? And that was the beginning of the idea for the movie.
What happened to all her joy? Where'd she go?
Totally. I always watch kids and then in their natural state, and you guys just depicted it so well. Like, I mean, I know it was a team effort, but I loved how they even got into the heads of the parents in the movie, which whose idea was to kind of like explore that idea as well?
I think that was in it kind of early on. We knew he had to go into everybody's head, not just Riley's, and that was part of the fun, was just going into everybody's head and seeing even the cats and dogs at the end, seeing what's going on there.
And at the end, when you go into the boy's head and you hear girl, girl, that's him yelling.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I love it. Now, in this type of, category, you're getting nominated for a lot of different things, a lot of different award shows. What has been your reaction to all the great response? Did you know that it was going to be a hit? Like, did you have a feeling?
Well, we knew it was a powerful movie message that Pete wanted to get through in terms of accepting sadness into your life, and that's connection. But we had no idea the embrace that it would have. And I would say for me, and I think I can speak for Josh, the best part of it all, it's really fun to be nominated, but the absolute best part is the response we're having from parents and kids.
The conversations I could imagine that parents are now having, like taking a step back and saying, what's really going on in my child's mind?
Yeah.
Like my 2-year-old, when I showed her the movie, and she came home and she said, my anger is driving right now. And so just the fact that she was able to express how she was feeling is huge. And using the movie for that.
My son's a special needs kid, and the special needs community has really embraced this movie because suddenly they know what's happening inside of their child. There's a language they can speak. So that's the absolute most best part.
That's all you want with a movie, is for people to really connect like that and be able to reflect on it.
I didn't know what it was about. I went with my nieces and nephews. I go to see everything, and I'm sitting there the whole time. I'm like, this is brilliant. And then I was like, no, that's brilliant. I'm like, no, this is brilliant. I'm like, this is brilliant. And it really opens up that conversation for more understanding, like you had hit upon. Now, we're here at the 47th Annual NAACP Image Awards. How do you guys feel about that being here?
It's thrilling. It's really an honor to be at this particular event, and we're just so happy to be here.
Yeah.
And, other than your own film, what film did you think was really great this past year? Any favorites?
Oh, my gosh.
I haven't seen them all yet. I'm still waiting.
Don't admit that.
All right.
We'll edit that out.
I loved them all.
We loved them all. I loved Room. I thought Room
Oh, so good. Oh my God. Have you seen Room yet?
I haven't. No, not yet.
Okay, we won't spoil it for anybody out there, but go see it. Last question, as writers, and you're trying to get over challenges and things like that, do you guys ever go through challenges, A, and then B, how do you get over them?
Well, I would say every day there's a challenge, especially as a writer. I mean, this movie had no template. It was completely original, all out of Pete Docter's head. There were hard days.
We're basically telling two stories at the same time, and they had to interact with one another, and they had to make sense. And so it was like knitting a huge sweater every day, and somebody would just start pulling on a thread, and you're like, no, don't undo the sweater. So it was hard. It was really difficult.
And I think the way you get through it is you find some way to be comfortable with vulnerability, some way, and just really wanting the story to be told. And I think we were all fighting for Riley and Joy as characters to know them.
And how involved were you guys actually in the animation and the storytelling part of it?
I was involved as a writer through the storyboarding process, and then once it goes into animation, you really shouldn't be writing anymore because it's being animated.
Is that hard to give it away?
Well, he was.
It never stops though at Pixar. It's part of our process. Is just we keep changing things, so we never really have a finished script until we're done.
It's probably a good thing that you actually have to give it away, and you can't keep working on it because you always would.
And Josh is the story supervisor as well.
Yeah, so I was on it for about 5 years, from beginning to end.
Thank you guys so much for making a masterpiece. It was brilliant. Thank you guys so much. More when we get back on Hollywood Social Lounge.